Guys, it's my fourth kid. I have to check an app to find out what week I'm in, how far along I am. And it's been that way the entire pregnancy. I'm just winging it. She's going to come out when she comes out. I don't know what to tell you. I feel exactly the same way I do in previous pregnancies. You get to a point where you lose your breath. I will say she's dropped in a little bit. So I can eat again. For a little while, her butt was so high up in my stomach that I would sit down with a plate of food, take 4 bites, and then not be able to take a 5th bite. And coming from a hungry pregnant woman, that's frustrating. That actually pissed me off. I would get actively hangry, if you will, because I would have to then put my food in the fridge and then come back probably like an hour later to try again. And again, 4 bites later, couldn't fit. Infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. Some of my pregnancy symptoms right now. So like at the bitter end, one of the worst ones is my insomnia. The other night, probably 4 different times, Jason rolled over and said, "What are you doing? Why are you awake?" I was awake from 2 a.m. until 6:30 a.m. For no reason whatsoever. I couldn't tell you a single reason. I wasn't uncomfortable. She wasn't doing flips. I didn't have reflux at that moment. I couldn't tell you why I couldn't sleep, but for 4.5 hours, it was just me, myself, my thoughts, which is lovely. Just lovely. At some point, I thought maybe I should get up and put in a load of laundry, be productive. I didn't. I continued to lay there and try and convince myself that I was going to fall asleep. Good news is that my alarm went off at 6:45. So it was a nice 15 minutes. Power nap. I've said it multiple times at this point. I also can't really get a good breath. Specifically while I'm sitting. So a lot of times when I sit on the couch, I have to lean back like this to really open up what's going on. She's kicking me so hard right on the ribs. I leaned back and she was like, "If you're stretching, I'm stretching." The reflux is the same that it's been. I really would love to eat some spicy food. I would like to put Hank's hot sauce, if you know, you know, on some avocado, scoop it with a tortilla chip. And I can't have hot sauce. I want spicy things. I want to have chicken tacos with spicy salsa on it. I can't because I would then breathe fire for 3 days. It's the miracle of life. It's so beautiful. I've gotten to the point, I want to be clear. I don't usually tie my shoes, but this is the point in time where I'm not tying my shoes. And you telling me to tie my shoes, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And the fact that you looked at my belly and thought to yourself, you know what's probably easy for her? Tying her shoes. I will say, there is, I was just with someone who is also a mom of 4 girls, Melanie, shout out to her. And you know that she is a mom of 4 because she didn't say you should tie your shoes. She said, "Would you like me to tie your shoes?" And that is the support we need. That is knowing this belly is not going to comfortably allow me to get down there long enough to tie both of my shoes. And that is women supporting women.